I met Mike Turner back in like 1992. We were working both with the same young promoter in Montreal.
I've known Mike and Jeff since the 90s from their previous bands, Tea Party and Our Lady Peace. So we hung out a few times, never really in depth, but you know, as you tour and you meet guys and hang out.
And actually the first serious tour OLP ever did was opening for I Mother Earth, which was a lot of fun. And we'd obviously run into these guys a number of times. And after that, I'd opened this studio, and Amir came here to do an indie EP of his own, and then I produced a record for his band, Zygote.
I was meeting with Edwin, and I wanted to write for his next solo record, and we got together, and on the way there I was like, pretty cool to have him as a singer like in a band, just for fun, you know, just like kind of rock out, because he's one of my favorite singers, you know, out of Canada. I Mother Earth was a huge influence on me and my band as well. So I'm like, hey man, you want to like start a band? And he's like, no. And I'm kind of like, well, I mean, it'd be kind of cool. I'm thinking while I'm speaking, and I'm like, we can get Mike Turner to play guitar from Our Lady Peace. Maybe, you know, Jeff Burrows too from the Tea Party, because he's my favorite drummer from this country. He's just the hardest hitting drummer I know. So, and he's just like, so you already got these guys? I'm like, it's in the works, but I hadn't spoken to anybody about it. I literally just thought of it right on the spot.
And you feel something better, something real that you can love, oh, that you can steal from me.
Edwin, we were on the same label as I Mother Earth and Tea Party were, so I met him probably in '94. You know, we had done a couple shows together. He just joined us on stage before, and then, but really get to know once, you know, Amir had the masterminded the whole Crash Karma plan and fooling and tricking everyone into believing that we were all in agreement to come into the band together. Right? So.
It wasn't a lie, it was more me being optimistic than anything. And literally that day I called Mike after I left Ed. He's like, let me think about it, man, this could be cool. I'm like, oh shit, I should call those guys. So I called Mike, I'm like, hey man, so I'm starting a band and I want you to play guitar. Ed is gonna sing and Jeff Burrows is playing drums. I'd never spoken to Jeff in my life at that point. I never even met the guy.
The funny thing was, after Amir had called me and, you know, made me think I was the holdout, gonna do this band thing, and it'll be Burrows playing drums and Edwin singing. It's gonna be awesome, man. I'm like, oh, well, sounds interesting. Let me think about it. Wasn't really interested in being in a band at that point. And coincidentally, I was in Vancouver, went to Tojo's, who is at the other booth, but the one and only Jeff Burrows. I went over to say hi, and Jeff's like, hey, who's this Amir guy? And, are you thinking about doing this? And I'm like, I thought you were committed.
I literally went straight to SRO because I was friends with Andy Curran, who had produced a record with one of the bands I was in. I'm like, hey man, you're still friends with Burrows? Can you call him and see if he wants to be in a rock band? He's like, what? And we spoke, and next thing you know, we're all sitting here, and I started playing some songs, and I can see their eyes light up like, holy shit, this is really good. Let's jam this, see what happens. Next thing you know, we record a record, and everybody just, you know, wants to be a part of the team, and they're excited about it, and just, that's it. That's how we did this. If that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Well, fast forward, here we are, second album, just about to be released. So that's that.